Oh, I'm rolling.
Wow. What day is it? It's new comic book day. What time is it? It's new comic book time. I'm gonna get back to you on that song.
Are you ready?
What do I have to do?
Get ready.
Other than stand here.
Get ready!
Gorgeous.
And you're on.
What am I supposed to be doing?
The show.
Oh!
Introduce your show.
The show.
It's a new pony book.
My Little Pony.
Who's your favorite pony?
Rainbow Dash, dude.
What's your favorite episode of My Little Ponies?
The one where Rainbow Dash goes to flight school because she goes into the danger zone. Before we get into the top 5 picks of the week, which there were some really incredible books this week, so it was a tough decision at number 5. We are going to get into the noodles.
Noodles!
Peanut Gallery, hit me with some noodles.
You didn't tell me which stack was which.
The one with Future's End is the noodles. First on our noodles list is Invincible number 111. I believe this is the first time that we've talked about Invincible on the show. 111 was really cool, not only because it's written by Robert Kirkman, who also wrote and created The Walking Dead. He created this, which is his, his take, his spin on superheroes. But issue 111 is actually a brand new, it says right here on the cover, so I'll read it to you. First issue in a bold new direction. First issue of a startling new era. First issue in a new generation. So if you've ever been curious about Invincible, but you haven't really wanted to pick up a $14.99 trade paperback to get the beginning going on, I would highly recommend checking out issue 111. It's $2.99. It's a great place to start reading. A pretty remarkable series. Second on our list of noodles is Ordinary, issue number 1 from Titan Comics. So, Ordinary, it's about your average Joe who gets wrapped up in some pretty remarkable...
Some extraordinary circumstances?
Some extraordinary circumstances, yes.
Out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Oh, nah. Peanut Gallery's chiming in now. She's awake. That coffee has hit her. Next up, we have Future's End, issue number 3. I just made the Peanut Gallery go away. Makes me sad. Future's End, issue number 3. This, obviously, DC's new weekly series. This one we get to see a lot more Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond, which is what I felt that the second issue was lacking most of in. And I got an interesting text message this morning from a buddy of mine, Mike McGee. Shout out to you. I know you're watching. He's watching. He watches every week. He loves us. Well, he loves me.
Oh.
But, and it was like, just calling it now. OMAC Satellite, Agent of Darkseid, which actually would be pretty sweet, and ties in a roundabout way to the next on our noodles list, which are Justice League issue number 30 and Justice League of America issue number 14. Why, perhaps, are these notables? Well, this one, Justice League of America issue number 14, I believe is the final issue of Justice League of America, and sets up Justice League United very nicely, and it's finally coming out now, because Forever Evil is over! More on that in a minute. Justice League issue number 30 is a notable because also is the fallout from Forever Evil and is Lex Luthor's first appearance as a member of the Justice League, which was fantastic.
Just kidding, that's terrible and stupid. That's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
You're the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Kids are weird. Yes, thank you for holding up the new Jeffrey Brown comic.
You're welcome.
For what reason?
Alright, so there are your notables
I'm
and
not
your
holding the
mentionables and the things that you should be paying attention to
I'm on my phone.
this week as
Look at
you
my
go
little
out to
pony.
buy. Can we
Talking
nod?
right over him.
Oh, these ponies?
Ponies.
I thought you meant you put the pony game on your phone. I was about to be so happy. Pony game!
Suit.
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 It's time for cutaway.
Whose presidency would you rather live under? Lex Luthor's or Captain America's?
Oh man. In this reality, do I get to be a part of the administration? No. Then Captain America. You're this lonely. Welcome back from that irrelevant cutaway.
Are you going to talk about those Forever Evil
I already did.
comics?
But apparently I have to talk about them again because the Peanut Gallery can't stay on topic this evening. Man, all she wants to talk about is ponies, which are fantastic, I'll admit. However, let's go back to Justice League issue number 30 and Justice League of America issue number 14. So the fallout from Forever Evil, which we will get to on our top 5. Well, Lex Luthor is now the newest member of the Justice League, and he is riding a ridiculous PR high. Everything is going up Lex Luthor, and much to the dismay and discomfort of Superman, who can't tolerate that the entire 6 billion
and
people...
humanity.
Well,
dismay of humanity.
No,
Lex
humanity...
Luthor as King of the Justice League?
As King of the Justice League, it's
No
amazing.
dice.
You are under arrest in the name of the Justice League! And you're like, what? That's crazy. So awesome, in fact, and so dangerous, had to wear my sunglasses. Alright, are we ready for some top 5 books this week?
Can I play with the Archer puppet?
Coming in at number...
If you take it out of the bag, you have to pay for it, and I'm not taking $30 off of the trade for that.
You wask we wabbit.
No.
Too bad you're not Space Jam. Coming in at number 5. I have waited a long time to talk about this book, and I've been restraining myself for this exact moment. For 2 reasons. 1, because it's setting a new industry standard and precedent. 2, because it is probably the greatest comic book that is being written right now.
It's amazing.
Saga. If you haven't heard about this book,
read it.
You should absolutely read it. And why I mentioned that it's setting an industry standard is because when the series first came out, they were like, we're going to do 1 writer, we're going to do 1 artist, and we're going to have 0 delays. So they built in time delays. Every 6 issues, they take 2 months off before they go on to the next 6 issues. In that 2-month break, they put out a collection of the previous 6 issues. So at any point in time, you can start reading the monthly issues of Saga.
And not be behind.
Right, and not be behind. You don't have to start in at like some weird issue and be like, oh, I got to be lost for another month while I read this single issue and then wait for the graphic novel to come out. No, they just took all of that difficult nonsense out of it. They're like, here's 6 issues in trade. Issue 7 comes out next month. You can pick it up there. Oh, here's issue, 7 through 14 in a trade paperback. And now you can start reading this issue. And volume 3 came out last month, which means issue 19 comes out today, and I am super excited for that.
Super excited. Sweet little love story. Love and more.
It's an amazing story.
Oh, number 4!
At number 4!
Yeah.
Original Sin, issue number 2. This book comes out every other week.
Eyeballs.
In this issue, we get to find out who has the Watcher's eyeball, which was really cool. And we get to see... See, here's the thing. They think they have this mystery figured out. But they don't, because we're only issue 2 of 8. So there's no way they do. We actually had a writing question. Somebody wanted to know the reading order for Original Sin. So, we're going to take a cutaway because I forgot my notes with me, and I'm going to go grab those real quick. So don't go anywhere.
Cutaway.
This is me going to get them.
Cutaway.
Alright, so as promised, here is the Original Sin reading list for July and August. Alright, for July, we have Original Sin 5 and 6, Original Sins 3 and 4, Hulk vs. Iron Man numbers 2 through 3, Thor and Loki issues number 1 and 2, All New Invaders 7, Amazing Spider-Man number 4, Avengers issues 32 and 33, Daredevil number 6, Deadpool 31 and 32, Fantastic Four number 7, Mighty Avengers number 12, Nova number 19, Uncanny X-Men number 24. And then looking ahead to August, we have the conclusion of Original Sin with 7 and 8, Original Sins 5, Hulk vs. Iron Man number 4, and there's also a 3.4 supplement that goes in there as well. Thor vs. Loki 3 through 4, Amazing Spider-Man number 5, Avengers number 34, Daredevil number 7, Deadpool number 33, Fantastic Four number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy Annual number 1, Nova number 20, Uncanny X-Men number 25. So Original Sin, it's going everywhere in the Marvel Universe because, much like the name implies, everybody has an Original Sin. Everybody has that first thing. Doesn't matter how pure of a hero you are, you have that one mistake, and it's going to define you. And I think that that's really what Original Sin is setting up, is a fracturing of the Marvel Universe based on all of these early failures and mistakes and sins. That is my lowdown on Original Sin. Back to the top 5. Number 3 in our top 5.
It works because it's the 30.
It is. 3
there are
at
only
30. It is
3 main characters.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What turtle are you cutting out? Oh, you're cutting out Leonardo because he's my favorite. Yeah, because you hate me. That's fine. Feelings mutual. I only put up with you because you have a video camera. Well, because you bring the catfish. He's got a video camera.
Aww.
Yeah. How you like me now?
Everybody
So,
loves
at number
catfish.
3, it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 30th Anniversary Special. This book made me so happy and blew me away because it is the first time that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird have worked on a comic book together since 1988. They're the original creators of Ninja Turtles. What it is it's a history of the Ninja Turtles. It's not a single issue. It doesn't focus on any one story arc. It's actually a bunch of different stories that hop through all the different phases that the Ninja Turtles have gone through up to the current ongoing series now. And it starts off with, in the beginning, the very first Ninja Turtle sketch that ever came out of Kevin Eastman's brain. Very cool book, though. Huge piece of history. And I love the cover. It's got all the turtles and Shredder. Shredder was obviously the main character. So.
What?
Shredder is obviously the main character. He's the coolest one.
Bebop and Rocksteady, because I feel like they're the coolest ones.
They are pretty fantastic as well. And they're in there.
How could they not be?
At number 2! From number 2, it is an Image Comics number 1. Big surprise there. It is a new series from Mark Millar. It's called Miles Per Hour, MPH.
It's actually called MPH.
Well, I'm, using the full title on it. Really cool series. It's about a drug that gives you superpowers.
And we don't know a whole lot about it?
Yeah, we don't know a whole lot about it yet. The first issue was all setting up the characters that are going to be involved, which, man, Mark Millar does a great job of introducing a huge cast of characters and immediately giving them all, like, their own, the way they talk and their own mannerisms, their own style. It's brilliant. It also featured, like, 6 or 7 different covers for it. Maybe it was 5. But tons of different covers. What?
Are you done? Are you ready?
No.
Cut away.
Yeah, we're going to cut away
just
for that, and then we're going to come back with number 1 because it was amazing!
Are you going to cut away to how cool that Duke cover is?
Yeah,
look at that Duke
cover. Faster, Shadow Cat, kill, kill, kill! Is what it says.
No.
And we're back with the number 1. And we had to do a cutaway because much in the fashion of this series, there was a delay of like 2 months. So I had to, give you a delay of 30 seconds just to draw it out. But, of course, we are talking about Forever Evil, issue number 7 of 7. It is finally here. It is finally over. And, wow. Best New 52 comic I have read. Ever. One of the best DC issues that I have read. Jeff Johns absolutely killed it on this issue. And I thought the art was fantastic. I thought they took no shortcuts. Super glad that they did take a delay so that they could give this issue every bit of the attention that it deserved. So we see the end of Forever Evil. We figure out all of the mysteries of who the crime syndicate are, where they came from, why they're here, who the real villains are, how, as we discussed earlier, Lex Luthor is going to save the day. And then...
Who is and isn't dead.
Who is and isn't dead. That's also a big one. And then we get the last page. And the last page introduces a new villain to the New 52 universe. It introduces a new villain versus villain fight that will be coming in the future, which is going to blow your mind. I know it's a fight that DC fans have wanted to see since 1983. And that is all I'm going to tell you about that one. So go and check it out.
Is it Kung Fu Fighter versus Hawkman?
No, it is not Kung Fu Fighter versus Hawkman. Much cooler than that. I don't even know who the Kung Fu Fighter is.
He's right here. Richard Dragon.
Okay. Touche. You got me on that one. Well, that will do it for our top 5. Stay tuned. We got a couple of quick graphic novels that we're going to do a rundown on. And probably some other random stuff as well.
What's your favorite comic strip?
My favorite comic strip?
Yeah.
Like of all time or currently going?
Both.
Of all time is Calvin and Hobbes, which is actually my favorite comic book too. Currently going, it's Pearls Before Swine.
Is that the one with the shark?
No, that's Sherman's Lagoon.
I love that one.
Welcome back for some graphic novels. I've got a few that I want to talk about this week real quick. Starting with Mind Management Volume 3 hardcover. If you have not read Mind Management, this was the Dark Horse creator-owned series by Matt Kindt that launched him into success. Brian Michael Bendis did the foreword for the 3rd volume, and in it he claims that it was the best book that he read last year. Fantastic story of espionage, betrayal, and a little bit of outside-the-box thinking. A little bit of superpowers thrown in there. Not a whole lot. Next up, it is Manhattan Project Volume 4. Hickman, if you haven't noticed, his name has been on everything lately. This is one of the best ones that he's doing right now. It takes the entire Manhattan Project that created the nuclear bomb and then blows the doors off of that and gives them like this whole new set of parameters that they operate under. Basically, they're like the super awesome agency of science, but as the back of the book will tell you, science is bad and leads them into all kinds of trouble. It's a great series. I'm loving it. It hurts my brain often with its science, but science is bad, so I don't really need it. Science! And that is a wrap for graphic novels this week. So...
Tails a Rocket Raccoon.
Tails, because he's got Knuckles and Sonic to back him up.
Who's tougher, Knuckles or Sonic?
Knuckles? His name is Knuckles. Come on.
What is Knuckles?
He's the red Sonic?
No. That's a serious trivia question. What is Knuckles?
I have no idea. One thing that I really want to talk about this week. Last Thursday, I went and saw the new Godzilla movie over at the IMAX Windrock here in Albuquerque. It was very impressive. Saw it on the big 3D screen. Loved the movie. I thought it was phenomenal. A bit of a tease at points, you know. Sometimes the story was a little like, get back to the monsters fighting, but much in the vein of Superman Man of Steel. If you just have 2 hours of fighting, the Max falls asleep. So, I'm glad that they didn't. That said...
Was there meth in it?
There was no meth. There was no meth, but Bryan Cranston was in it. He was quite good in it. And, yeah, I mean, it was an amazing movie. I don't want to say anything about it because I don't want to spoil it. What I want to focus on are the amazing things that you can go and get after you go and see Godzilla and you're like, I need more Godzilla. This is probably my favorite Godzilla book, hands down. It is Godzilla, the Half-Century War by James Stokoe. What is amazing about this book is it actually starts at the very beginning of Godzilla, you know, going back to the original 50s movie. And it follows Godzilla through all of this evolutionary progress and all these battles and all these monsters that he's fought from the perspective of one grizzly old veteran who's fought all of these wars against Godzilla and seen all of the technology change and all of the world change and react to all of these different kaiju. So it's the only Godzilla book I've read that really sucks me into the human side of the story. All of the Godzilla books are amazing because it's Godzilla and all these monsters, and they have their own characters and personalities that make them great characters to read in a book, far beyond just the amazing way that they destroy things.
What's Mothra's personality like?
Fluttery.
Is he a fireball?
It puts the entire Godzilla universe and history into an amazing, stark perspective. So, definitely check that out. We got some copies here, and I will do my darndest to keep them on the shelf. So anybody that comes in is like, I need an amazing Godzilla book. Be like, bam, Godzilla, Half-Century War. End of story. I have been the Max. You've been the audience.
There are very few mammals that lay eggs.
I know. That's why I'm sticking with platypus.
No.
Well.
It's from Australia.
See a kangaroo? They don't lay eggs, but, you know, it's
the
only animal.
They also don't have
dreadlocks. Looks
dreadlocks.
similar to a hedgehog.
Well, none of them also run really fast or punch things.
An Inkadina.
So, he's a what?
An Inkadina.
An Inkadina. That's an inconvenient name for an animal. Until next time, I can say this now with full confidence because it's the middle of summer and it's very hot. Actually, it feels like the middle of summer. We haven't even gotten to summer yet.
It's like a sauna.
It is like a sauna. And you know what you should do in a sauna? You should stay frosty.
It's upsetting to me.
What?